Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to my review on the Lipo battery review. Now, I picked these things up at Banggood. Different prices, really doesn't matter. If you really want to know, hop up on their website and check out, because I can't remember exact numbers. But I decided to try these Lion power batteries. The 5200s especially as a set, because I finally killed my Gen Z 7600s a couple months ago, and so my Summit's been out of commission, and it takes two of them to run that beast. And that's why you'll see, this. There's actually heat shrink tubing holding this and tape, because I wanted to make double sure nothing could get through. But I chopped off the connectors from my old 76ers because I really didn't feel like going out and buying a new set of heads with no money to do it with anyhow. So I chopped and saved, and you can't take those Traxxas connectors apart to unsolder and resolder, so hey, save enough and got the length and away you go. And the battery gauges are pretty much identical anyway, so it works. But the 52s, before buying these, I bought this 4200 milliamp one for my wife's Traxxas Stampede VXL 4x4, and I thoroughly abused this thing. I put it through some grass, and I put it through other stuff, and just punished it full throttle, trying to make the battery explode or pop or something, because I wanted to make sure that it was going to hang together. I did buy a 3-cell one, by the way, a small one, and I ended up blowing one of the cells right away, and that kind of sucked, so I converted it to a 2-cell. I don't care, but I got this one for the wife and for her truck. Now, she's run it through a few cycles herself. I've run it through a few cycles. And we've literally punished the daylights out of this and really made the system draw from it. And no puffing whatsoever. It balances out really well. It holds the milliamps as described. Actually a little bit extra. Even my 52s run a little extra, which is not a bad thing. I'm all for more power. I also got another 3-cell Lion power as well, which I got around the same time actually as I got this one and the other 3-cell that I kind of killed. But this one I had bought for my Losi, but I got rid of my Losi and traded it off for some stuff I wanted and so on. So hey, I got a spare battery. Plus, of course, I got my old battery out of the airplane, but that's not a lithium. That's not a Lion power one. I've used this now, I guess 2 cycles through this. Well, 3 technically if you include my drain and recharge, because I like to set my batteries up different ways. Sometimes I'll just charge them right out of the box and see where they go, run them through. Other times I'll run them through the charger first, and I'll suck them dry right down to 3 volts per cell where they should be, and make sure all the milliamps is out, because they're in storage mode when you get them, right? So there's definitely well over 3 volts per cell there in storage mode. And God knows how long they sit on the shelf, and things can go wacky. So sometimes I'll just, drain them down and take them down and, not as a storage mode thing, but as a total drain to 3 volts a cell. And then recharge them and cycle them that way. And then every time I recharge my batteries, I drain them all first, and then I cycle them right back up again. This way I know exactly how much power is going into them, etc. And it's actually, I find, better for the cells to do it that way than just throwing them back on the charger and doing a straight charge or a straight balance. I always drain them first. But anyways, performance time is actually really good. She gets over 20 minutes out of this thing. Just full throttling the hell out of it. My 5200s, I've run a few cycles through them already in the Summit. And for bashing, I haven't timed it specifically, but it's definitely about around the 25-minute mark. It's a long time. It feels like forever, which really isn't a huge thing. I mean, when I'm talking that kind of time, I'm talking just pinning it a lot. Okay, like very little letting off that trigger, and my Summit is still stock, all brushed motor and all. Crawling wise, good couple hours, easy out of those 5200s, and still got some bashing power left when I'm done trail running and that. and crawling with the Summit. So the 52s are doing great. No sign of puffing with them either. They're doing really well. Now these are 30C discharge, I believe these ones were. Yeah, somebody didn't mark them, but I've got the order thing, so I know they're. I'm pretty sure they're a 30C discharge. This is a 30C. Sorry, no, this one's a 25C. These are 25. This one here is a 30C. It's marked. You can actually see it. It's a 30C. And this one I'm actually using along with my old airplane battery in my axial deadbolt. And it's 20. This one's a 2200 milliamp, and this one here is a 27. But the 2200, it works great in my deadbolt. And of course, you're basically you're doing more crawling and just, you know, I'm not bashing the hell out of my machine, even though it can go pretty darn quick. And tons of crawling time. We were out for at least 2 hours, maybe a little bit more. And I'd used actually this one for that one, but then when me and Neil got back to the house, my puppers, we went in my backyard, and because I've got a whole forest out here, and I used this one. Still got quite a lot of playtime with it, and I was doing a lot of, you know, bashing and stuff, you know, and running around the trails, and you know, so when you start really using up the juice in that, it actually lasted for quite a long time. I didn't time it because I really didn't care to. I will do a timed run eventually, but you know what? It's solid. There's no puffing, nothing. It's cycling well. It's holding the charge well. Cells are balancing out good. So they are good batteries for being inexpensive. The Lion Power ones, I think I paid probably about 40 something a piece. Around that area, roughly. You can check their site. Just check their site for the prices. So like I said, I can't remember exactly, but the price was really good. Free shipping. Only took a couple of weeks to get here from China. And I'm pretty impressed with these Lion Powers. Like I said, I only had the 1.3 cell that I lost one of the cells on it. Didn't really care anyhow. It was for experimental purposes and whatnot. So, hey, if it blows, it blows. You know, at least it was only 12 bucks. But these other ones here for the Summit, they're working really, really well. And it actually helps with the runtime a bit too, I think, even for the low milliamps, because those 7600 milliamp Gens Aces, they were heavy bricks. And they took up about 90% of the space inside my Summit. And these things barely take up any space. They hardly weigh anything. Even the two of them together weigh less than one of those 7600s. It's just amazing how light these things are. So I think I might have to do some adjustments on my suspension and kind of soften it up a little bit, just because of the lack of weight. But yeah, they're pretty decent batteries overall. So if you're looking for some decent batteries, Banggood carries these, and I'm pretty sure that Deal Extreme, I think, carries them, and I think, don't quote me, but I think maybe each buyer. I'm not sure 100% on that one. But I know for sure Banggood has them, Deal Extreme has them, but I bought these from Banggood, and no issues whatsoever, so I'm definitely going to be buying more. And that was kind of my thing too, is it was a test thing, you know, buy these, see how they do. Now they all come with Deans, even the 52s. This one is all stock because we've got Deans already in her truck. That's the way the battery will come with the Deans connector. Once I decide to get the motivation for it, I'm going to actually undo all this junk, put the Deans back on. My buddy actually gave me a bunch of Deans connectors. Neil gave me some, and it's like, cool, so now I can swap my Traxxas connectors off to Deans and put these back to Deans, and it won't look so bad, but at the same time, it's going to be all Deans. So now when I buy another, you know, 6 sets of these or whatever, you know, they're already got Deans, just plug, go, plug, go, plug, go. You know, and my axial, I'm doing the same thing. I'm converting it to Deans, because right now I have an adapter that I had to make, and it's not the best adapter, but it does work. So I want to go straight Deans even with my axial, now that I know my axial is running really good, and I'm going to switch it over. So but anyways, so yeah, price awesome, quality great, performance very, very good, very happy with them. You know, you can get them in different discharge rates, and I think they have up to 6,000 or 7,000. They might even have higher milliamp batteries than that yet. And they got a few different brands too on their site, so check them out and see, you know, and away you go. So, but I felt this was better. No tax, no shipping, no duty, didn't have to worry. You know, way cheaper. Like finding 5200s even in Canada here. My closest spot, I was looking at about 15 bucks shipping plus tax, and almost double the price on the same milliamps, and that wasn't amusing. So I didn't mind waiting a few weeks, and you know, and these ones will probably last me for the whole winter plus, you know. But I'm still going to buy more of them anyways. Just I want to have more on hand. I don't want to get stuck waiting for 3 weeks and shipping again, waiting for another set. So I'm going to actually start getting some money and buying more of these batteries, because I think I'm pretty much sold on this brand for now anyways, at least for these machines. So anyhow, questions, comments, you know the drill. Feel free. Do the best I can to answer them. If you're not subbed already, then please subscribe, and you'll get video updates definitely if you do subscribe to my channel. And we'll catch you in the next video.